Hey guys, welcome to Desi Martini and I am Xenia. Today we have with us the filmmaker who has given us gems like Panga, Bareily Ki Barfi and Nil Battey Sannata. Now she's adding quite a few feathers to her hat because she's venturing into the OTT and more importantly, she is writing her debut novel, which is set to release, I guess, really soon in August. We are talking about Ashwiny Iyer Tiwari. Ashwiny, welcome to Desi TV again.
Thank you, Xenia. Such a pleasure.
It's
I so wish this was in person, but yeah, like we discussed. But this is also a different way to look at things now. Yeah.
Yes, it's more like an experience that's going on. So we have to just immerse ourselves.
Yeah.
First of all, Ashwini, congratulations. I mean, this is huge. How many feathers are you going to add? You have already been in the advertising sector. You have been making films. Now you'll also be writing novels. Yeah, you're like master of all trades.
Yeah, thank God you didn't say jack of none. Okay, no, I'm trying.
I won't dare say that. Okay.
No, you never know. So I think it's very important that all of us keep trying something new in our lives, and everyone has an extension to a creative process. So I would not be surprised if tomorrow like you open a podcast and you like do different kinds of things which is in front of camera, and do something which would be really enlightening, and that would be something which you never explored before but you always wanted to. So for me, that's what creativity is all about. As a storyteller, I feel that every day there are stories around you, and everything is an extension of how do you want to tell that story and what you want to do with it. So for me, writing a novel was an extension of creating more, and also never saying no in terms of challenging yourself, because the least you can do is that okay, you may walk half path and maybe you realize that it's not good for you, or you didn't accomplish what you intended out to do, but at the end of the day you would not regret that you didn't try. And for most of us, including our parents generation, everyone regrets that they wish they could have tried something before it becomes too late. So I don't want to regret on the aspect of trying and doing things, and I may fail. Maybe this book will not be as per the expectations of what people believe that I could tell through my movies, but at least I tried. So that's what it is. That what means more to me right now. Yeah.
As they say, it's never failure. It's like an experience. And through all your films, we have seen that passion that you share towards storytelling and the conviction with which you tell the stories, which is why it reaches to us so well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I like the word conviction. Yes, I think that what moves us forward. The word conviction and a little belief and trust that no matter what, we'll at least try uh, to do something, even if the whole world says you cannot. Right? There's a good saying that even if the whole world says you cannot, at least try and say you can. So it's also that whole saying of that. What if I fall? But what if you fly? So we should never be afraid of failure.
Absolutely.
I think that's what it is. We are so attuned to the idea that right from the beginning, from the time we were born and when we started going to school, and especially in this day and age where all youngsters are termed to believe that they have to do 10 things and they have to excel in everything. It's just about trying. It's just about trying new things or learning. You cannot maybe best in everything, but at least you tried. And if it fails, no problem. At least you tried. And if it succeeds, then you say, okay, I think I'll write my next book now.
Right. Now I'm about to ask you one question that probably had tired of hearing now, but that's also one answer I would like to know. What is mapping love about?
Mapping love is about finding love in every form of relationships, a relationship with your past, a relationship with your family, with your broken roots. It's about the word map is about finding one destination to the other, and that's where the road maps take you. The maps of a river, of a land, or of the sea always takes you through to some route, and you either go through that route and you come back, or you stop in between, but it always maps in various directions, and there are lots of stops out there. Here mapping love is about love in all forms. It's about forgiveness, it's about uh, love in its true essence, and it's just not a love between a girl and a boy. It's uh, love between a parent-child relationship, love between a husband-wife, a love between your own self, also mapping love with your own self. So yeah, it's quite poetic in nature. So therefore, the word mapping love. And we all, I think, in any point of our lives, have mapped love in various ways. Whether it was mapping love with your memories, whether it's mapping love with your past, whether it's mapping love with something which you're very attached to and you can't let go. We are all hoarders in nature. We hoard things, we hoard memories, we hoard relationships, we hoard uh, conversations, which we are not, which we never let go. And mapping love is all about that. Yeah.
Wow. It's such an amazing, like when you talked about it, it sounded so amazing that I'd really love to get a hold of this book when it hits the stand. I think that's on 1st August, right?
Right. It releases on 1st August. Pre-order is available. I've just been telling this again and again. Pre-order is available on Amazon, and it releases in bookstores across India and select world cities on August 1st.
You have to, but thank you, because I think that's what builds the anticipation, because you have been talking so passionately about it, and then if you don't know where to buy it, that gap starts na. तो ठीक है, बता के उसको ना कर देते हैं, सबको पता रहेगा, सब जाके लेंगे, देखेंगे.
You have to keep see, there is so much of overload of information in all aspects that it's important to keep saying the same thing again and again. It's almost like a mother telling her child that room ko saaf karo, rooms karo, homework kiya, homework kiya, homework kiya. So I mean, it's that. It's like you tell.
It's more like 100 times. I will not say this. I'll not do this. वैसे.
Yeah.
जो बचपन में teachers punishment देते थे.
Yeah.
Right. Also, Ashwini, when you write, when the title has mapping in it, and as you talked, it's about journey, it's about reaching, it's about various stops that you take while reaching a destination or undertaking a journey. So I believe you have also undertaken a journey in a literal sense of the term, like gone to places to research about the book, or to find inspiration behind the book. Is that true?
So I have very itchy feet. So I think this pandemic is the longest time I've stayed at home. So I like going to different places and spending a lot of time on my own, whether it's doing some course or learning something new. So yes, so wherever I went, the story followed me in terms of writing. So the book, the pen, the writing book, the pen, and my MacBook always followed me everywhere. And whenever I got the time, I used to write either 500 words a day or 2-3 pages a day, depending on my mood and depending on the kind of time. And also you need very undisturbed time when you're writing, and that goes to any form of art. That some people like listening to music while they are making a drawing, or they for creating some form of art. But when you're writing, I do feel that you need the right kind of environment to write. So sometimes that desk, exactly how it is, has to be the way it is. The chair has to be that exact height of how you would like to write, and doesn't matter where it is up. That desk can become your Himalayas. The desk can become your travel destination. The desk can take you anywhere. So that's what writing and solitude is all about. But when you travel outside, then because you're writing a novel, you have so many characters going on in your mind, and you can also write anywhere. You can sit on a mountaintop and write, and you can sit in your room and write. So that's how writing happens.
Right.
And we are all light sleep dreamers. And sometimes something comes in your mind in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, and you just want to write it down. And that's true, it happens. It's just not like people say that I got an idea right in the middle of the night. No, it doesn't happen. It happens. All these things happen. So our minds are working 24/7. So that's what it is. So and yeah, you do think about it. Like I know so many people who say that they go to the washroom, they come back, and then they clear their heads and the mind is like functioning, and they say, okay, fine, got it. That's what it is, right? So or take a
Yeah.
bath, take a shower. The reason why people say
I
that
think
let's
it's
take a break when we're writing or when we're doing any form of creative thing is because you want to get um, the daily schedule of your everyday life will always play a hindrance when you want to write, when you want to when you want to put pen. See, it is not about only the thoughts, it's also about putting the thoughts on paper.
hmm,
And in the time you do in technology driven world, till the time you don't type those words and put it out there, no one would know what is happening. You have to keep writing every day to see it finally happening.
right. So how was like writing the first draft like? Did you like type it, then delete it, then typed again? Did those things happen, which we generally hear about writers going through?
No, so I'm that kind of person. When I have a lot of ideas, for every story I have one book. I'm a stationery hoarder. Like I hoard stationery and different pens and colors, and
Okay.
I have like everything in tick marks and those post-it everything. So I write. I'm a very pen paper. Even when I read my screenplays, I need printouts. I need to mark. So I am the old school that way. I cannot read
Huh.
on computer or on on
A tablet
on
or
tablet. It
yeah.
was very difficult for me. So uh, I used to write whatever thoughts I used to have. I used to write, and then when I used to go on my laptop, on my MacBook, that's the when I used to like see those thoughts, and then put that on e-paper, I would say.
On the screen.
Type it on
Yeah.
the Word doc. Yeah. So that's what I used to do always. And then I never deleted anything. I think it's a cardinal sin to delete what you have written in the first draft. In the first draft, I think you should just write, I may be wrong, but this is what I follow, is that whatever is coming into your mind, has in the thought process of what you want should be written in your first draft, so that at least you have put in all your thoughts out there. Then you can start
Right.
uh, you know deleting or keeping deleting, and making sure um, that it's in the right track. But also, when you're writing a novel, there are times when you may just repeat things, is because you do not know what you've written on the 10th
Hmm.
page. Your memory is not so good unless you've written everything in a book and you know exactly what is happening there. So yeah, it's a longer
Right.
process. It's a very tiring and long process.
Right. But what is absolutely stunning is the fact while you have been doing this, writing a novel, you're also concentrating on another medium of storytelling. You would be debuting on the OTT platform, I believe. You are directing a series right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
So
going
that's commendable.
yeah, so I like I said, it you should never say never, and I like trying. I like challenging myself, and for me, everything which I do, I feel like I am learning this for the first time. It's like my first time. So I've forgotten all that I've done in the past, and this is my first. So I never carry the lineage of my past work to put it forward, is because that will make me complacent. And for me, uh, it's like my first work. It's my debut. So it's like whatever I've done in the past, I don't remember any of those things. And now I'm going to start something completely new. And therefore, I like challenging myself. And then I study, and I'm a student of life. So I just make sure, and I'm very meticulous when it comes to that. So yeah, so for me, Faadu is something which is very exciting, and also the platform is something,
Okay.
is a platform which is doing some amazing work. And yeah, I'm excited. That itself is a journey again, because it's a very different story, not something which I've ever done before. So yeah, so challenges, I like challenges. Yeah.
Okay. Also, talking about challenges, you have been like you have taken a direct shift from the stories that you were telling. You are now busy with one biopic. That's the story of the Murthys, and then you have also announced a Leander, Paes, and Mahesh Bhupathi biopic. So you're shifting towards biopic. Is that conscious decision that you are taking?
No, so basically, the Lee Hesh docudrama with Z is a docudrama, and it's like a series.
Okay. Okay.
It's a docudrama series, but that's
Okay.
very different than the life story of Mr. Murthy and Mrs. Murthy, which is a full original film. And this is a docudrama series, not happened for the first time. We're trying something, and also this is the first time Nitesh and I are co-directing with each other, and I'm also producing this docudrama with on in under my banner, so Earth Sky Pictures. So yeah, it's different, doing different things. Yeah, it's exciting. It's also tiring, but yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, also producing. Uh,
There's so much on the plate. Yes.
yeah, so much on the plate, but the stomach is still empty and hungry.
Yeah, more than the stomach, I think it's the mind that's still hungry.
Yeah, but I do feel that I don't like doing I don't like taking up too much of work, but whatever I do it well. So that's my motto. It's my philosophy. But I like to do, I can't repeat myself. I don't like to be tagged as one kind of filmmaker, one kind of storyteller. I keep challenging myself to say different kinds of stories, and I think that's what keep us going as storytellers, to tell different kinds of stories with the means we have right now. Yeah.
Right. And this would be the last question. When your work on paper is going to come out on 1st August, when is your next work on screen going to come out?
So there'll be something coming out soon, which I would like the producers to talk about. Then there is
Yes.
Faadu, then there is Breakpoint, which is all be coming out one after the other. And
Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Sudha Murthy's life story will take a little time, is because it's a
Okay.
very huge responsibility. Yeah. Some
Yes.
as a producer, supporting young talent is will also be coming out as originals. So yeah, so there is work.
Wow. Wow. So, like, I'm a fan of your work. I have told this before as well that I have been your fan. So, I have a lot to look forward to. And I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this would also have a lot to look forward to. Thank you so much, Ashwini, for joining in with us. And thank you for sharing your thoughts and motivating us, because I, for one, got really motivated.
Yeah,
Thank you so
you
much.
should never stop yourself from trying something new and evolving. So go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.